Okay. Look, I don't know who you are, but whoever you are, you keep asking me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. What do you want me to forgive you for? You're forgiven. There you go. I forgive you. I don't know you, but I forgive you. There you go. I forgive you. But you've got to understand this. If you're part of my hacking, there is 2 little boys that live right next door to me that are at severe risk. And yet again, I have called social services who have no concerns about this woman screaming at her children who are autistic. One is 3, one is 1.5 years old. Screaming at them, calling them dirty names, making their lives hell. When I say screaming at them 44 o'clock, I mean screaming in their face like she's a full-grown man and they're little women. Okay? And no one will believe me. If you want me to forgive you for how I've been treated as a child, yeah, wonderful, great, you're forgiven. But because of my abuse and because of how I've been treated, no one will believe me about anything, not about my children or anyone else's. I've missed out on my grandchildren. I've missed out on my firstborn child growing up. I've missed out on my first 2 grandchildren and now my 3rd grandchild growing up. I've missed out on being believed. My children have missed out. You want me to forgive you? I forgive you. There you go, I forgive you. You haven't said sorry, but I forgive you. Stop asking, oh, please forgive me. Fine, I forgive you. There you go, you're happy. Stop asking me. Stop thinking about it. I don't know who you are or why you're doing it. But you've got to understand this. It's not my fault you won't put it right. It's not my fault social care won't put it right. It's not my fault records won't be changed. I'm down on record as a child abuser. Thank you. Actually, 144 o'clock, when I was raised by a child abuser and then I was abused by the people that are in positions of trust to protect people and children from abuse. I was abused by social services for 40 years. Thank you. And police. And because of that, now when more children suffer, I can't even make a simple report and be believed for fuck actual sake. And children are at risk. So you want me to forgive you? I forgive you. I don't think it's me you want forgiveness from. It's your bloody self. So there you go. There's your forgiveness. I made a call again about those children that live next door to me who are being abused, emotionally abused. But because it's down on my record that apparently I emotionally abuse children and fabricate illnesses, no one will fucking listen to me. And those children are suffering every day. And if you're part to do with that, it's not my forgiveness you need, it's yours and it's God's. And leave me alone. You've helped to ruin my life. I've told you I forgive you. I forgive you. Are you happy? I forgive you. I was abused. My family were abused and I was accused, and my 21-year-old, how he suffers. And he's just been left like it. And on record, it is down on record that I make up illnesses which I didn't make up. They were all proved, and no apology, no nothing from anyone, not from my son. He has to have facial cranial surgery. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? He was in immense pain for 16 years because they told him his brain condition, where his skull is too small and his brain herniates onto his spinal cord. That was in my head, apparently. His ADHD, his autism, we've been through all this. It was all in my head, apparently. No one's put anything right. No one's done anything for my family at all that I can see or hear or that is any of use to me right now, that I need right now. Not when everyone's ready. Now. Thank you. I have no friends. Thank you. You've helped to cut me off from the world and everyone that I thought I loved. They didn't love me, did they? So actually, thank you. But don't go asking me for my forgiveness. You can't even approach me. You don't want to speak to me, whoever you are. It doesn't change the fact that on record they call me a child abuser. And because of that, more children are suffering. So there's your forgiveness. Take it and leave me alone. I am actually trying to get on with my life. Okay, what little life you allow me to have. You won't let me go work. You won't let me have any friends. You won't let me do fuck all. And you want my forgiveness. Do you? You've got it. Now leave me alone. 4 o'clock. Leave me alone. You don't like me. You don't want to speak to me. You don't want to talk to me. You see I have no one. You don't even want to be my friend. No one does. Because of what was written about me. that is not true. And it never was. And like I said, more children are suffering because no one believes me. She's horrible to those children, and those little boys are going to grow up scarred for life with how she treats them. And you know it, whoever you are. If you are my hacker, you know it. Social care won't believe me about them like they didn't believe me about my children. And everybody suffers, but you want forgiveness, so have it, take it, it's all yours, and leave me alone.